Our top story, reparations for injustice in the city of St. Louis. Tonight, the first community discussion on what needs to change and how to implement it. About 2 hours ago, the newly appointed St. Louis Reparations Commission wrapped up its very first public meeting. Good evening, I'm Mike Bush. Ann Allred has the night off. The commission is charged with looking at race-based injustices in the city and making recommendations to start healing. Our Laura Barczewski was at that meeting, and she joins us live from City Hall. Laura.
Mike, they had people from the public share some of their experiences and talk about some of the issues they want to see addressed for Black-owned businesses, the housing community, and even the criminal justice system, to name a few. The chair of the newly appointed St. Louis Reparations Commission says all 9 members come from different backgrounds with one goal: to come up with solutions to racial injustices that plague the city of St. Louis.
I think St. Louis has a long history of racial disparities that have been driven through policy, and we see those realities every day, whether it's looking north of Del Mar, south of Del Mar, in tangible things like life expectancy and education outcomes.
This meeting is the beginning of the first of 3 phases, where the commission heard from the public about issues they're facing. Contractor Anton Lumpkin says minority construction businesses are losing out on millions of dollars after programs to help them ended.
They had contracts for $25,000 and under. This helps Black contractors come in. You learn how to estimate, you learn how to build. That way, when you get to the bigger contracts, like I was blessed enough to work with Clayco and build the sewers at the baseball stadium. I was 3 years out at the airport, blessed enough to get that, but it all started with the 25 and under.
The vice chair of the commission says the lack of opportunity for minority groups is ongoing.
And it really has, unfortunately, left communities that have been devitalized and communities that have been unable to reach their full potential because they haven't had access to all the capital, social capital and financial capital.
Blake Strode with the Arch City Defenders says he hopes the commission can address issues in the criminal justice system as well.
The imagery of Black people in chains being hauled in front of judges and in front of lawyers and having their humanity debated out in public, that happens every single day in St. Louis. And so when people talk about modern day slavery, we really don't have to go very far.
The commission says they really want people to come to these listening sessions, and they'll be holding them at least once a month through July. So all you have to do is show up, fill out a public comment card, or just step up to the mic. Reporting live from downtown St. Louis, Laura Barczewski, 5 on your side.